equally as clueless. I don't know anymore. 2 days later, on the 23rd, the parody animation New World Into the Grind is added to the New World subreddit, receiving over 12,000 upvotes and more than 200 awards. The video is a satirical rehash of the Into the Void advert for patch 1.1. By now, the community are questioning if Amazon Games Studios really know what they are doing. Along with this, a minimap exploit is discovered. Using a minimap add-on in the game risks getting you banned, but having a community-made minimap website open on your second monitor, listing all resource locations, all item spawns, all enemy roaming ranges, and all hidden lore locations is absolutely fine. For all competitive crafters,
change the name, and that's fine. It's fine. All is forgiven. Let's just go back in time. In this 2 years, I don't know. I just think it counts for whatever you've got going on. And like, I don't really care.
Players to use immersion-breaking community maps.
That's an immersion break. They don't fucking care about the inconvenience.
Remember, they banned mini-maps because of
you know that?
but allowed the rainbow line in the game.
Yeah, a rainbow line?
The forums explode with players saying they have received tens of thousands, in some cases hundreds of thousands of coins directly given to them via the game. Amazon Games stated they would be providing small refunds to players who lost wealth during the wealth shutdown, but they miscalculated and gave out far too much. One forum user posts thanks for the 300k, and a New World community moderator replies with congratulations. This angered the player base, showing how either New World wasn't taking this mistake seriously or the moderators didn't actually know what they were congratulating. This is now a meme, and many posts of glitches or mistakes are met with players replying congratulations. NME then publishes an article explaining the gold players received was a mistake, but as many had already spent it and it had been mixed into the economy, it would be impossible to track. So for the first time, Amazon Games take the New World servers offline and perform a 2-hour rollback, removing the excessive gold injection, but also all progress players have made in the last 2 hours. The next day, the 25th, PC Gamer publishes an article discussing the mistake gifting of hundreds of thousands of gold to certain players and the impacts of the rollback. The game still does not have a swimming animation. 4 days later, on the 29th, a Reddit post discusses the current state of the game, explaining how the early grinders were able to max out skills before the grind was increased, the gold dupes are still playing, the match report bug is still present, and anyone starting the game now and playing legitimately would be months behind current endgame players. Many people in the thread explain the handling of the updates and exploits have killed their desire to play. The game now regularly fluctuates between 60,000 and 140,000 active daily players on Steam, a sharp drop from the almost 1 million players on launch day. 4 days later, December the 3rd, Game Rant runs an article showing how the Plankta server is now fully dominated by one faction. Remember, if your faction owns multiple towns, travel between those towns is cheaper, and you can transfer items between town storage banks. This means any player not in the Marauder faction on this server is playing at a huge disadvantage, and new players cannot join the dominant faction. With the dwindling player base and defending a town being vastly easier than attacking one, this is unlikely to change. Stagnation has now set in. On the same day, the Steam player chart drops, so 79,000 people are playing with a 24-hour peak of 131,000. That is a 91.4% daily player base drop from launch. All MMO games see player base decrease, but not by that much. On the same day, an update makes crafting armor or weapons essentially pointless. A new system now makes equipped items scale to your current watermark level. This means if you are a fresh level 60 player with low watermark and you have crafted yourself a 600 gear score axe, when you equip it, it will downgrade to roughly 530. Because the fastest way to increase your watermark level is to grind the endgame dungeons, and those dungeons will often drop equipment appropriate to your watermark level, and any crafted gear you make or buy will scale down. Crafting your own high-level gear is now pointless, and buying high gear score from the auction house is also pointless because it might scale down when you equip it. You can no longer trust the stats you see on any weapon or armor because they will change when you put it on. Game Rant publishes an article on this update. Crafters are now even more mad. Pure crafting players should not equip their own high-level armor because it will be downscaled to them and lose value. And they cannot sell it because the only people who would consider buying it likely already have it from all the dungeon grinding they've been doing. The economy suffers even more. Reddit is now filled with people complaining about this, and many pure crafting players are quitting the game. This means guilds are losing their crafters. 3 days later, December the 6th, a player is banned for having the word fart in their name. They appeal this and are told the word is morally unacceptable. They do, however, hilariously clarify with customer support that the word poop is totally fine, so the name poop player would be allowed, but stinky wet fart is morally unacceptable. This event adds even more weight to the theory that reports are not all manually reviewed and customer service do not always know exactly what rules they are trying to uphold or why. December 7th, Amazon Games released a statement on the official New World forums about the scaling for crafted items. The scaling will now not apply to any item you craft, any item you can earn from a quest, or any item you have purchased from the faction shop. This means crafting your own equipment is now viable again, but buying equipment somebody else has crafted for you is not. And this is where we currently are. New World was released, players enjoyed it for a few weeks, then players discovered how completely broken it was, then Amazon Games showed how woefully incompetent they are at updating and balancing an MMO, and now it is crashing and burning. New World is still the 5th most played game on Steam, meaning it is still likely making a lot of money and has a substantial player base. But a substantial player base in comparison to what? Getting people to try your game is easy, getting them to stick around is hard. 1 million people tried New World on day one, and now 100,000 play it on the daily. A 10% retention rate is not a great figure. Hopefully 2022 will bring many improvements to New World and we will have a solid MMO to play and enjoy, but given the track record and the level of mechanical and system design skill shown, I am not holding out too much hope. Have you played New World? What are your thoughts and feelings? What was the worst mistake they made? Let me know in the comments below.
You can say after you're fucking done. Oh, how much do you think I have? Hold vengeance. I don't want to see it.
And allow me to make deeper dive videos like this one. You can support from only £1 a month. Check the video description for links to the Patreon.
No, when there's no betrayal, there's no corruption. You can't. I'm no contained. We have money. Just go away now. Yes, don't want to talk about anything. Just list your demands. Perhaps in several thousand years. I'm very upset. I'm going to need money, and I'm going to need to
Evercard here to explain our cashback match. We match all of the cashback you earn at the end of your first year automatically. It's that simple.
It's unacceptable.
Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
He's trying to strike me.
How's that, gentlemen?
Your QB's increased spin rate, any passable collection for
Awesome. No, not this region.
You a data analyst or something?
An investor, an investor a fund that gives you access to NASDAQ listed innovations like the XT analysis software.
How am I going to do that?
Become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more. Prospectus at Invesco.com.
Damn it. I was wrong. Can't see shit. I really thought it'd work.
So let's go ahead. We're going to watch the cinematic. So Zoval, she shoots an arrow at him.